What is going on, everybody? We are live right now for an Eagles vs. Cowboys game preview tonight, as these teams will go head-to-head in about 40 minutes. But we got a game preview on our sleeve, and we are ready for this game tonight. What is going on, everybody? Before I go ahead and look at the chat, I got a guy backstage that's ready to come on into this show. Big 3, my guy, what's going on, my guy?
What's going on, my guy? Just came through to say what's up and support, man. How we doing tonight? We feeling ready?
Yeah, I'm feeling ready, bro. How about you, my guy?
Yeah, man. Hey, it's going down. We're gonna be in the big star tonight. We're in Dallas. We're in Jerry World. Eagles fans is out there. We're about to take over. You know what I mean? We're about to get this game going on.
Yep, we are ready, man. What is going on in the chat? Savage Martin said, "What's good, bro? What's good, my guy?" Savage Martin, I like how you told me I was a savage. Yeah. So that's who Savage was. Savage Martin was apparently Savage on the other live stream that I hopped on too. I think it was Cool Cat Connors. But anyway, Vic, to kick off the preview, let them know where they can find you at, because I heard that you're starting new channels, so let the people know where they can find you at before we kick things off.
Yeah, man. Thank you. Appreciate you. I always say you always find me in the chats. You know what I'm saying? You see me on Twitter. Now you can find me on my own channel. I got my show every Saturday night, 9 o'clock, East meets West. And I do the post game panel show. So after every Eagles game, come through to my channel. We're going to do a post game panel. We'll have all your favorite Eagles content creators on. You know what I mean? We'll have everyone speak their piece. Even if you want to say something, get something off your chest, you're more than welcome to come through and say your piece.
Yeah, that's good, my guy. Good stuff. And congrats on that channel, by the way, once again. That is a big move for you going forward, man. You're definitely going to be growing in the future, my guy. You're definitely going to be grinding.
Thank you. I appreciate the kind words, man.
Yeah, no problem. Anyway, let's just jump right into it. So, for the game preview, what are your 3 keys to winning this game?
Well, first off, I'm going to have to say it's going to start from the top. So we're going to need Coach Sirianni to do what he's always been saying to do, putting our players in the best position. Secondly, we got to focus on both the offensive and defensive line. They both have to dominate in their respective, positions. And lastly, we're going to need something out of the running game. Miles Sanders is going to have to step up. He's going to have to step up big. We've seen for the past 2 weeks that, he's had some decent runs, but nothing's really come out of it. We're second in the league in rushing, but if you look at our team and you look at our games, you couldn't tell that. So we're going to need a big game out of Miles Sanders tonight.
Yeah, I definitely agree. We're going to need a big game out of Miles Sanders. He's going to need a lot of carries. He's going to need to run all over Dallas's you-know-what. And I can't wait to see Miles Sanders. Hopefully he will take advantage over this defense that has really been struggling on the run game. So hopefully Sanders can take advantage at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for. And another thing that I didn't mention is our tight ends. Last week, it was like they were just vacant. They weren't around. We had Dallas Goedert come up with a fumble, but that's about it. So we're going to need those tight ends to get involved and get involved early.
Definitely. Ertz and Goddard, they both got to really make their names up on the list. They really got to make their names known. They got to have receptions from Jalen Hurts, but Jalen Hurts has got to get that ball thrown to the guys, and then they just got to sail forward, and they got to help the Eagles get all those first downs and possibly touchdowns. So tight ends got to definitely play a big role, as well as our whole offense and defense, especially our wide receivers included. Because Devontae Smith did not have a big game last week either. He was getting covered pretty good down the field because he knows that he's going to be Jalen Hurts' #1 target. So who knows what we're going to see? Are we going to expect Trayvon Diggs on him? Who are we going to see on Devontae Smith? I honestly think it's Trayvon Diggs, because it's Jalen Hurts' #1 option. And when you're a #1 option, you want to be covered by the best guy on the defense, and that's what Trayvon Diggs is going to do, try to lock Devontae Smith down.
Yeah, he'll try his best. Like everyone talked about it this week. They were practice mates, on the same team. Smith would get the best of Diggs in practice. And, now the slate is clean. They're in the NFL. They've got a different skill set. They had time to learn the NFL game. So now we're going to see, what's coming out of it. Can Smith still, get the best of him? Or has Diggs learned enough, to become an elite quarterback? Because, he is the one defender on Dallas that we have to be worried about. Now, will he be on Smith all night? That remains to be seen. For them, hopefully, because that leaves your other wide receivers in Jalen Reagor and Quez Watkins, open up. Not saying that they're automatically going to be open, but it leaves them a better opportunity, to get out there and get open because, hey, there's lesser defenders on them. So hopefully, we our wide receivers can show out tonight.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Before we continue on with the preview, Nightings said, "Have a good live, my dude." Thank you, my guy. Appreciate you for stopping by. Oh, camera keeps moving around. My bad. So anyway, but let's keep continuing from you. Who are your two standout Eagles? Two Eagles that you know and have been doing for the past that are going to have good games tonight.
Well, what you want Jalen Hurts to have a great game. You know what I mean? He's coming home. It's a homecoming for him. He's in front of the crowd. He's going to have family in attendance.
He's in front of his home state, yeah. So Jalen Hurts is number one. I heard. So basically, you're saying Jalen Hurts is your number one standout.
Yeah, it has to be him. He has to come into play. And secondly, as I mentioned before, Miles Sanders. I think he's going to be a big factor in this game. We're going to need a lot out of him. So he would be my second.
Definitely, definitely. Yeah, those are the same two I have for my two standouts because, again, Jalen Hurts has to have a great game. He's got to be one of the standouts. He's been playing really good. Hasn't been playing his best level, but hasn't been playing at his worst. So I think Jalen Hurts can have a pretty good game tonight in front of his home state, and hopefully he will just have a great game when it comes to rushing and the passing. And Miles Sanders, you got to give this man a lot of carries too because Sanders, he could be a runner. He could be a big-time weapon for that offense to save throws from Jalen Hurts. When you have a good run game, you don't need your quarterback to throw the ball 50-plus times every single night. When you have a good running back like Miles Sanders, you don't need Jalen Hurts to throw that much. And besides, Jalen Hurts can run the ball too, so I feel like that's a big advantage, especially if Sanders can go ahead and ball out and just do his thing.
Yeah, that's one thing I was mentioning earlier on Foothill Show with the Shields, with Tony Shields, is that we're going to need to see Jalen when pressure comes at him. Hey, let's punish that Dallas defensive line. Let's run out that pocket. Let's get some extra yards. Let's make them focus on Jalen. Let's make them spy on Jalen because all that's going to do is take away the attention away from our running backs and our receivers. They're all going to be focused on Jalen, and that's what you want.
Yeah, right. All right, so let's continue with you. So who do you think is your breakout Eagle? Like someone who doesn't plan to have like a good game, but what you think will have a good game. Who do you have for that?
I'm hoping it's Quez Watkins. We've seen him the past couple of weeks. He's had some real good bright spots. But then for whatever reason, it's just like we go away from him. Last week, we could have taken advantage, but we didn't. So I'm hoping this week the coaching staff learned their lesson and, they're focused on Quez Watkins a little more.
Right. For mine, I went ahead and said Ryan Kerrigan because Ryan Kerrigan's got to start working his you-know-what off, and this is his chance to go ahead and dominate that Dallas offensive line because he's got to get to the quarterback. He needs to step up, and I think this is the game where he steps up, pressures the quarterback, makes Dak Prescott run away from the defenders, and I think Ryan Kerrigan can apply that serious pressure.
Oh, definitely. I want to see it. I mentioned before, I want to see that old Ryan Kerrigan from the Washington Redskins, like that heel after every play.
I want to see the Washington no-name Ryan Kerrigan. That's what I want to see.
I want to see trash talking. I want to see him getting trippy.
I want to see trash talking. I want to see big-time tackling. I want to see eating. I want to see pressure on one of your division rivals. That's all I want to see.
As long as we don't get a costly penalty for it, you know what I mean? Within the means of the game,
for like
if we can do without penalties, that's what I want.
Yeah, exactly, like getting a stupid penalty, exactly.
But if there's anyone in the league that knows how to press buttons and know how to do it the smart way, that would be Ryan Kerrigan. So I'm hoping, he's going troll mode tonight.
This is why we picked them up. We picked them up for that veteran talent and to teach younger guys like a Josh Sweat, a Milton Williams, and some of these other guys like a Taron Jackson. We brought him here to know how to play their game and to give him a few tips a little bit. He is a veteran dude that knows the game. He knew that in Washington, and he has to know that right now. This is his chance to break out and show what he can do tonight. So I'm hoping Ryan Kerrigan can do some things. Josh Sweat, I think him and Kerrigan are going to split snaps, but if I had to pick one to start, it's going to be Ryan Kerrigan. Milton Williams has no chance to start, but hopefully he'll get some few plays in and get a few snaps under his belt.
Yeah, it seems as though that we like to have Sweat with that 40%, on the field, that spark plug to come off the bench. So it looks like that's where he's going to be at. Maybe they may increase it a little bit, but it looks like he's going to be coming off the bench, bringing that spark. So hopefully, Sweat can come in with that short amount of time and produce tonight.
Definitely, yeah. I definitely think Sweat can come in and can definitely do what he needs to do, but I think, has to step up because he also needs to start attacking the quarterback a little bit more. He needs to be a bit more aggressive and really needs to put some pressure on Dak Prescott, especially with that ankle, which is starting to get back into Prescott, starting to get back healthy. But we don't want this man to get too comfortable. We can't let Dak get too comfortable tonight. That's what's going to affect the Eagles' defense, letting Dak get too comfortable. We have to be applying pressure to the quarterback once the defense steps on that field. Once they step on that field, their teeth better be angry. They better be biting their mouth guards. They better be attacking the quarterback, getting past the offensive line, and they have got to pressure the quarterback as well as the running backs. And our secondary's got to pressure the wide receiver core. Especially, you have to take advantage without Michael Gallup and with putting in a guy like a Cedric Wilson to play that third wide receiver spot for Michael Gallup. So definitely your receivers got to get pressured by that secondary. The secondary's got to do their thing, lock down those receivers. The linebackers got to take pressure and put some pressure on the tight ends. And D-line's just got to do their thing, get to the quarterback, and not let him get too comfy.
Yeah, I agree 1,000% with that. We need to create pressure. We need to create turnovers. We can't let that get comfortable at all.
Yeah,
we're going to have a two-headed monster going in tonight with Zeke and Tony Pollard, and they're going to use two back sets with both of them in. So we're going to need to create.
Yeah, we already know. We already know.
Fletcher Cox, the space eater. We're going to need him to do a little bit more. We're going to need to create a little bit more pressure and actually get to the quarterback this time, not just take double teams. I appreciate the fact that you're taking pressure off everyone else, but you got to do a little bit more, my guy. And everyone else, Hargraves has been admirable this season, playing great, and Milton Williams, the rookie.
Got to keep it up. They have to keep doing what they're doing.
It's a big loss to lose BG, and someone got to fill in that role. Someone has to fill in that role.
It's going to be Kerrigan and Sweat splitting those snaps. Those are the guys that I'm looking to see take at least splitting the snaps tonight. Those are the guys I'm looking for. But like I said earlier, the one I'm starting is Ryan Kerrigan because that veteran talent has a lot of experience and knows how to attack the quarterback, but has got to step up tonight. And I think this is his night.
Yeah, agreed.
So do you have any hot takes? Do you have anything that's that you think is going to happen that is unlikely to happen but can possibly happen tonight?
The only hot take I have is a bad one because we have Dillard starting. Now I can see bad things going on from that. You know what I mean? He's inexperienced. He's most likely going to be facing against Parsons for most of the night. Even though he's a rookie, we know off the gate he's a dominant force when you have him up against Andre Dillard. The kid is soft, has a lot of mental errors, not where he needs to be physically, can't take on a bull rush. There's so many negatives about this kid. We're just hoping that something in the past off season and these past 2 weeks clicked in for him to go on all cylinders and, be that first rounder we hope for him to be. Hopefully he shows something tonight though. That's my wild take. That's my hot take that it's bad for us because of Dillard.
Definitely, 100%. And before I asked for your score prediction real quick, Savage Martin said, "Hey, bro, can I go live with you?" Savage Martin, if you go ahead and if you have Twitter and if you go to my Twitter page, go to my Twitter handle, which is BLSG20. Go there. I put the StreamYard link up there in case if anyone else wanted to join on there. And then the StreamYard link is on there if you want to join in. So if you want to join in, just go to my Twitter handle, BLSG20, hit the link, and then you'll be on, my guy. All right, Vic, let me go ahead and get your score prediction for this game.
Earlier in the week, I had it being a little higher scoring game. I had it around 34-28. But now with all the injuries and everything that's going down, I think it's going to be even closer. I'm going to say somewhere in the range of 24, 21, 17, 14 in that range. I don't see it being a really high scoring game. It's going to be tough fought.
It ought to be a tough game. I'm not going to lie about that, but it's going to be a tough game. It could be close to a touchdown game. I had the Eagles winning. I felt like it was going to be a high-scoring game because it's two offenses going at it, and same thing with two defenses, but both defenses are slightly injured. because for the Cowboys, their main piece of pressure that they have missing is DeMarcus Lawrence, and that's where Lane Johnson's going to have to take advantage of that. And then for us, we don't have BG, so we definitely need to come in, have our defense play great, and I think these offenses can put some damage on their belt. I said that the final score was going to be like 31-24 in favor of the Cowboys, but I might have to change that now. I'm going to say the Eagles actually win this game 30-27 with a game-winning field goal put up by Jake Elliott. Let's go. Fly, Eagles, fly. Let's get it.
I like the sound of that. I like how you made your adjustments. Just like Jonathan Gannon, making good adjustments tonight. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, speaking of adjustments, Sirianni has got to step up on the coaching. He really needs to step up. He's got to be better. I mean, this isn't Madden anymore, Sirianni. This is not Madden. This is actual NFL. This is NFL. This isn't Madden. Stop calling the Madden calls and start calling your NFL calls that you already have on your playbook. Stop calling Madden calls, Sirianni. It's time to call the regular calls that you have on your playbook and stop calling these Madden calls because these were lame last week, and I don't want to see it this week in front of all those Dallas fans.
Yeah, adjustments have to be made, and that's the one thing. This team's finding their identity. They need to find their identity, and the coaching staff also is trying to find their identity because for a lot of them, this is the first time for them play calling, them having total control. Right. Jonathan Gannon last year was a DB's coach. Now he's defensive coordinator, so he's going to need some time to adjust and fill into his role. But once they do, yeah, it's going to be all go, all systems go. Sorry for the baby. I'm trying to put her to sleep.
That's fine. Well, yeah, man. Savage Morton said, can you put the link in the YouTube screen? I don't have Twitter. I think I can drop the link in real quick for you, my guy. I'm just going to do that real quick before we continue here. So, all right, Savage Martin. Hopefully that should work. Hopefully that should work for you. Give us your thoughts and just call into the show. Yeah, man. I really think this is going to be a pretty competitive game at the end of the day. But Sirianni's got to be better. We got to attack Dak Prescott. We got to start doing our thing. Our offensive line, especially Lane Johnson, has got to take advantage while DeMarcus Lawrence is out. I think we also got to take care of Micah Parsons, who could end up stepping up and being that Philadelphia Eagles killer because he plays in our division now, and I really think that we got to protect Micah Parsons because he did terrible. I think he did terrible last week, and I think this might be the game where he steps up, so our offensive line really has to start to take care of things here. So we got to watch out for Micah Parsons, especially if he starts to step up.
Yeah, and that all goes back to Andre Dillard. Like, he's the one guy on the line that needs to come with his A game.
Between him and Samalu, Samalu.
We can't have those sus feelings on the field. We can't feel sorry for ourselves. You got to go out there. You got to play. You got to produce. Like, this is the test. This is the game that we drafted you for. Even though, you didn't come to fruition how we thought, now we're going to need you. So now we're going to need you to come through. We need that first-round pick to come through for us tonight.
Right. Anyway, I'm going to bring in my next special guest, which is Savage. What's going on, Savage?
Oh, not much, man. Glad to see you again. I just got a Cool Cat's live stream. He's supposed to be streaming the game, I guess. Whenever it comes on. I was just talking to MK Mitch. Of course, Bird the Broad's Boys for Life had something to say. He's like, talking about a boy Jalen Hurts, but
hey, BLSG, I'm gonna have to
hopefully we take care of the Dallas Cowboys.
Savage, hang on, bro. What's that, Vic? I couldn't hear you, bro.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to come back. I'll be back in a little bit. All right.
All right, Vic. Continue, Savage. Continue.
I said, hopefully we take care of them Cowboys tonight, and hopefully, they take the L. Hopefully they shut up and, move on to the next team and talk trash about them. But obviously it's the Cowboys, so they probably will learn their lesson. They'll probably have some odd excuse saying, "Oh, we let y'all get lucky and pull off the win." You know what I'm saying? It's the Cowboys. They're haters. I mean, obviously, in my book, they ain't won a Super Bowl in decades, so they don't get that trash talk right until they win a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
It's
I
been
mean,
25 years since the Dallas Cowboys won that Super Bowl. That's all I'm going to tell you right now. And they haven't won that since 1995. And they still suck.
exactly.
They don't got that boy
Exactly.
Troy Aikman anymore. They don't got Tony Romo. They got Rain Dakota Prescott, as Cowboys fans would say. And he hasn't led
Yep.
his team to the playoffs since 2018. And I don't care what anybody says, but Dallas still stinks.
Yep. They'll always stink. They'll always be trash. They'll never be at the top. Last year, Washington, I'll give them props. I'm very surprised they went that far. Their very first playoff
And they
game.
almost beat Tampa. They almost beat Tampa Bay.
Exactly. And honestly, if they would have beat Tampa Bay, I would have been really happy. My dad's a Washington fan. I can put up with Washington. Um, I can put up with Giants fans. I just cannot put up with Dallas fans. I'm a Chase Young fan because ever since he played for Ohio State,
Yeah.
I followed him over to Washington because the Bulls. Obviously, I wish Philadelphia was able to get Chase Young because let me tell you, that boy is fast off the ball. For a size of a defensive lineman to run back a
He's
touchdown
literally
like that.
Dude, Savage, I'm going to pause you real quick. Chase Young, though, he's literally defensive end, and I feel like Chase Young is the lightest defensive end in the NFL. He's literally just 265 pounds of thunder, and this kid is a defensive end. That's about the weight of a freaking linebacker. And this man's playing defensive end. I'm like, come on now.
And yeah, and even if you double team him, it's still not going to stop the dude. He's still coming through you either way. Come on now, you're not going to stop a 265-pound defensive end coming at you. Come on now. If he wants you, he's going to get you. Don't matter if you put 2 to 3 guys on him. He's just going to, you know what I'm saying, spin off of one and then manhandle the other 2. That's just how Chase Young plays. And I think Washington, obviously, if Philadelphia could have moved up in that first spot to pick Chase Young, I think we would have done really good for our defense. But we missed out on that good pick last year. But obviously, there probably will be a defensive lineman like Chase Young, kind of coming out of college. We might be able to get close to him. Don't get me wrong, Ryan Kerrigan, that was a good sign.
That was a good pickup, exactly. That was a good pickup,
That was a good pickup.
100%.
Kerrigan has been the whole NFC East killer all his career. Let me tell you, I've met Kerrigan in person twice at Washington training camp. And let me tell you, that dude's the nicest guy you could ever talk to, coolest dude you could ever meet. And let me tell you, I wouldn't want to have to block him because I'm not trying to get put on the ground by that guy.
I wouldn't either.
And if I was the quarterback, I'd definitely be scared. Because you got to think, you got Ryan Kerrigan coming after you. Man, you better get out of there. Because if he gets a hold of you, you done. You know what I'm saying?
You done. You sitting your ass down on the mat floor, and you done by Ryan Kerrigan. Yeah. But at the end of the day, Kerrigan has to step up in this game. And to go along with your Chase Young thing, Chase Young, he would have went easily in the top 3, and he did because he was selected by the Washington football team, and we were not even close. The year that in the 2020 NFL draft, when we went ahead and draft, we had the 21st overall pick, and Washington had either the second or the third and went ahead and drafted Chase Young. Chase Young was easily not surviving on single-digit picks, and he would have went to a team with a single-digit draft pick anyway. So we probably had no chance to get Chase Young based on our draft position in the first round.
And I will say this: Washington, their only issue right now is their quarterback position, because they ain't got much depth at quarterback roster right now. Last year when they had Alex Smith and they had Heineke, they had Kyle Allen.
They still got Heineke now.
They done good last year. Don't get me wrong. They got in the first round of the playoffs and lost. But at least they won the division. And how many years?
7 stinking wins.
And I think that is pretty awesome for Washington. And that's how I can tolerate them. But Dallas, they won't ever get that close. They want to see one playoff win. They might as well keep on sniffing them L's and keep on packing their bags and hitting the road. Because, let's just say, Dallas is haters. They hate to admit it. They always want to put it off on everybody else. And, at least with Giants fans, Washington fans, some of them do get a little out of hand. But most of them will admit, yeah, my team sucks, Dallas, they just hate to admit they suck. I mean, come on now.
They don't like to admit it. No one likes to admit that. No one likes to admit Dallas still stinks. And do you hear something? It's Dallas saying that they stink. It's them saying that they stink right now. And wait, I smell something. It's the Eagles taking out the trash in the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah. And I mean, obviously, I'll admit, back to the Washington thing, Heineke, he's still young. He's still got a lot of learning to do.
Definitely, yeah. 100%.
Kyle Allen could teach him a little bit, but, obviously with him being third string, there's not much he can do. But he can pick up off of Kyle Allen. He can pick up off of Kyle Allen a little bit. Obviously Ron Rivera knows what he's doing. He led Carolina to 2 Super Bowls with Cam Newton. So obviously Ron Rivera's been there, done that. He knows what he's doing. They got a good head coach. And obviously I think that was a smart move to signing Ron Rivera as head coach, because let me tell you, he's been to 2 Super Bowls with Carolina and with Cam Newton as a start quarterback. He knows how to play the game. He knows the rules of the game. He knows when to call the plays, what plays not to call. You know what I'm saying? So Rivera knows what he's doing. He wants to build the offense and the team up around young players and leave in some of the veteran players. And that's a smart coach right there. That's what I call a head coach. Just like Philadelphia. We're new this year. We're fresh. We got a lot of veterans on our team. That's what they're there for, is to teach our rookies how you know what I'm saying? And we're still learning. I mean, obviously, you see that right now. Like last week, I thought we was going to beat the 49ers. We come close. But it's a learning lesson, you know what I'm saying? There's always, when you take an L, that loss is a learning lesson. So basically, you go back in the film room, you review your mistakes, and you're like, all right, look, this is where I messed up. This is where I messed up on the play. Review it, replay it, you know what I'm saying? Get ready for the next game. Obviously, tonight, we cannot have 0 whatsoever mistakes against the Cowboys, because we have to give them 0 trash talk for him. I mean, let's just get it. They've had all the trash talk all week. Now's our time to show them no more trash talk. If we get out there, if we get out there, we let Dallas get one slick move on us, and we slip up one time, there's something wrong. And I mean, you got 4 quarters of the game of ball all over the place. So obviously, there's going to be mistakes on both sides. But what I'm saying is, we don't need no mistakes tonight. We need straight production from both sides, both offense and defense. I'm kind of upset that Malata is hurt. Obviously, after that big,
that dude's a freaking beast.
Yeah, especially after that big contract extension he just got. It kind of sucks. We lost him. I think it's ankle sprain or something. They said.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that.
So obviously he'll probably be back next week. I mean, it's no big deal.
That's what I'm assuming. That's what I'm assuming. I'm assuming Malata is going to be back next week for our next game against Kansas City. So I'm assuming Malata will be back next week. But before I get you out of here, my guy, let me hear your score prediction for this game tonight.
Man, I'm telling you, I don't want to go low, but I don't want to go too high. But obviously, I'm expecting us to blow out Cowboys, so I'm expecting probably a 35-3 game. Basically.
Wow, I'm not sure about that prediction, but I like that confidence though about the Eagles beating them Cowgirls. I like that confidence. I don't think that's going to be the final score. I think it's going to be a little closer than you.
If I would go closer, I would take 27-13. Eagles 27, Cowboys 13.
I'd respect that. I'd respect that. I'd respect that a little more. But hey, I appreciate you for calling into the show, my guy. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. Appreciate you too, man.
Definitely appreciate you for coming in, my guy.
Yes.
Peace. All right, man. We got another person backstage ready to call into the show.
Yo,
what's going on, my guy?
Nothing much. I'm just excited for this Monday Nighters. They're good. I think Jalen Hurts will actually have a pretty good game.
Me too, my guy. Me too. Come on, let me hear them facts, man. Let me hear everything I need to know.
So, in week 2, I really realized that the halftime, after halftime, they were doing pretty bad. So they need to continue to do good after halftime. After halftime this game, they were not the best.
We need to do good the whole game. We need to do good the whole game. I don't care what anybody says. We need to play well in the first half. We need to play well in the second half. We got to play well all 4 quarters. We also got to double moonwalk on Dallas' ass.
Yeah, I feel like Dallas. It's gonna be close to Dallas. Is always a tough team to beat, especially in that Dallas atmosphere. But I think we can beat this team. In week 1, we blew out the Falcons because we played consistently and we didn't mess up throws. We played smart. We didn't make dumb decisions.
Right.
That much.
We definitely didn't make dumb decisions week 1. Nick Sirianni looks like a very well-experienced coach out there week 1. But week 2, come on, Sirianni. You're running Madden plays out here. This isn't Madden. This is the NFL. This is the National Football League. This isn't Madden 21. This is the time to run the right plays, and this is not the time to make it look like we're playing Madden out here. We're playing NFL football. We're not playing Madden football. It's time to call the right calls, and it's time to beat Dallas once and for all and shut the fans up. All right. Yeah, man, it's definitely time to shut Dallas's fans up. It's definitely that time to shut them up.
Okay, I'm back.
You were lagging before, my guy. You were definitely lagging before.
Yeah, you're lagging too. So yeah, like I feel like Devontae Smith has to have a pretty good game today, but like it's gonna be hard, and our defense we have to be good because this offenses that we're facing in Dallas is tough. They have CeeDee Lamb, Amari Cooper. Is it Ezekiel Elliott playing?
Yeah, Ezekiel is playing. Yeah, he's playing as
So
well as Tony Pollard. Michael Gallup on the offense is the one that's out. He's out for their wide receiver core.
yeah, this is a really tough game now. But
So you're gonna see. So when it comes, hang on, hold up. So when it comes to wide receivers, you're going to see Cedric Wilson playing with Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb tonight because he's like your next man up, and he's going to be the next receiver coming on the field for you to replace Michael Gallup to be that third wide receiver.
Yeah, and like I also feel that this is a must-win game because we have, I think it's Kansas City coming up next.
Yeah, we got Kansas City next week. Yeah, definitely.
And then I think we have the Panthers or the Buccaneers
we got the
after
Panthers
that.
in week 5. We have the Panthers in week 5. The Bucks in week 6.
Yeah, the team must win because we're probably. I hate
this
to
game,
admit,
I think, is a must-win at this point because we're facing against a tough opponent next week in the Kansas City Chiefs. And as a matter of fact, for a fun fact, I'm going to be at that game personally. I'm going to be in Philly for that game. I know it's going to be tough. I know it's going to be rough. I know all the Eagles fans are going to be like, oh, it's any given Sunday. Anything can happen. Listen, I understand it's any given Sunday, but you don't know who you're facing. You're facing one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time in Patrick Mahomes. You're facing Clyde Edwards-Helaire. You're facing Tyreek Hill. You're facing McCole Hardman. You're facing Travis Kelce. The list goes on and on and on. I understand Mahomes had a bad game yesterday. I understand that, but that doesn't mean Mahomes is going to do that every week. Mahomes is better than that, not to play like that every week. I understand you guys think it's any given Sunday, but you don't know who you're messing with. You're messing with Andy Reid coming into town and playing against his old team, the Philadelphia Eagles, back in Lincoln Financial Field. So you definitely don't know who you're messing with.
And sadly, I think they're gonna lose because they're playing the Chiefs.
We are. I already know they're going to lose because it's the Chiefs and it's Mahomes, and he's not going to mess it up for the second straight week in a row. He's just not.
We lose to the Panthers, which is actually doing pretty good this season, and we don't win this.
Yeah, Sam Darnold's playing pretty good with the Panthers. I'm not going to lie. He just needed the better weapons around him. Like, who did he even have with the Jets? Who did he have with the Jets? He had Jamison Crowder. All right, I'll give you that. But who else did he have? Not the weapons he has down there. He's got DJ Moore down there. He has Terrence Marshall. He has Robbie Anderson now. He's looking like the quarterback that we were all expecting back when he was drafted.
For his rookie year, I think he had Robbie Anderson.
Yeah, I mean, he did start out with the Jets too. I mean, they both reunite together, but you also get DJ Moore. You also get Terrence Marshall. And you also have all these pieces on your offense. And let's not forget who you have on defense. You have J.C. Horn. You have the guy who could possibly lock down Devontae Smith. I mean, I get those rookies are going to be up and down. They're going to be up and down. They're going to be a little wonky at times. But Devontae will have his own ways. J.C. Horn will have his ways. But they'll figure it out. And so
J.C. Horn got injured.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, but they traded for C.J. Henderson.
Yeah, I did see that. I did see that. Was he on like the short-term IR, or is he out for like?
I don't know. He's out. I think there's like a broken bone in his like foot.
Oh. I mean, I might look for a time lapse for that later on to see how long J.C. Horn's out, depending if we have to play against him or not. Especially for a guy like Devontae Smith, who, assuming if J.C. Horn would be playing, but if he doesn't go, C.J. Henderson will be the one going against Devontae Smith. Because Devontae Smith is, like I said earlier, is Jalen Hurts' number one option. And who does C.J. want? Who does C.J. Henderson want to go up and face against? Their number one option. Our number one option is Devontae Smith. That's who he wants to go ahead and lock down. He doesn't want to lock down Jalen Rager. He doesn't want to lock down Quez Watkins, even though he's fast. He doesn't want to lock down J.J. Whiteside. Doesn't want to lock down Greg Ward. He wants Devontae Smith. He wants rookie against rookie. He wants an easy matchup, and he wants to make it easy for himself and hard for Devontae Smith.
Yeah, I feel like this game. Going back to the Cowboys game, this game is going to be really like up to the team that plays better and scores first. Honestly, like if you score first in this game, this is going to be crucial.
Definitely. But keep in mind that any team can strike back. Any team can get back into their own ways. Do what they need to do. Do whatever
Kinda
it
like
takes
in
to try to
29.
win the game. And at the end of the day, when you have that matchup going on between the Eagles and the Cowboys, it can get crucial real quick between the two offenses and the two defenses. And at the end of the day, it's going to be a tough battle. But like I said earlier, I have them Eagles winning 30-27 with Jake Elliott with the game winner.
But like saying this again, this. I don't know if I said this, but this is a perfect example of last week. The Eagles were playing on point, but it happened. The 49ers we kind of just crumbled, and the 49ers just rose up all of a sudden. And that's how they won the game, really.
Yeah, I know. And Sirianni couldn't take advantage. We also lost that game because of coaching. Coaching was a huge struggle for Philly. Sirianni was calling Madden plays, wasn't calling NFL plays. This is NFL, Sirianni. This isn't Madden. Let's call NFL plays tonight against Dallas. Let's not call Madden plays, please. Please. Because those are not working. They didn't work last week. Let's not do it this week. Wait, what's that? I couldn't hear you.
I think we'll actually. This in my score position. I think we'll win. Probably 24-28. I would say.
What was it to 28? What was the score prediction?
24-28. We won.
Okay, so 28-24 Eagles. I got you. All right. That definitely will probably conclude the stream with the Eagles game coming up soon. And I appreciate you for calling in.
The game's about to start right now.
Yeah, I'm going to get off here. You get off here. We'll enjoy this game, and we're hoping for an Eagles dub, not an Eagles L. Going this way, and let's get it. Thank you for stopping in, my guy. And as always, man, fly, Eagles, fly. Let's go, Birds.
Bye. Peace.
All right, man, I'm going to go ahead and end this stream here. Thank you for everyone who went ahead and stopped by this stream for a quick preview. This was definitely a great one and one of my best in the books, in my personal opinion. So appreciate everybody for stopping by and appreciate everyone who came in to support your boy. Definitely appreciate that. I'm going to go ahead and watch that Eagles game because this is going to be a great one to watch. So I'm going to get off here. Appreciate everyone for coming in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And before we get off here, let's just hear a quick word from today's sponsor before we leave. You want to get an advantage of your sportsbook? Well, guess what, folks? There's an app out there that you can download right on your phone, and it's called The Score. That is the spelling of lowercase T-H-E, capital S-C-O-R-E. Definitely go download it today. I've been using it for my personal bets, and it has been fantastic, and it's completely free, guys. It's completely free. I've been using it. It's been great. It is free to download. You don't need discounts. You don't need buy-ins. All you got to do is download the app and make an account. That's all you got to do in order to download this app. It's a great app to use. It's a completely free app. It's no discount or buying it. It's perfectly free. It's completely free to use. And it definitely does help you out with your bets. It definitely helps out for NFL, NBA, NHL, MLB, college football, college basketball, and so much more. You can go download it right now. Click the link in the description to go download The Score today, or go to the Google Play Store. Go download The Score. Once again, the spelling is lowercase T-H-E, capital S-C-O-R-E. Go download The Score today. Make that quick bet. And like I always say, let's go ahead and finish up the stream. All right, man, I appreciate everyone for coming into this stream tonight. Thank you for everyone who came in to support your boy. Definitely appreciate it. And like and comment and subscribe onto every stream. Give your boy a subscription. Give your boy a follow on Twitter. Go ahead and do all that. And like, comment, subscribe. And I will catch you guys on the next one, man. Peace and fly, let's fly. And as well, Dallas sucks.